What's up, guys? Kimmy here. Just wanted to give a quick intro to this video. This will probably be more of a podcast format, if anything, because typically during the week, if you watch any of my videos, you know that I rattle off 10 to 12-minute videos, and in those videos, I have a set purpose of talking about a specific platform or a pre-sale that I'm in, and what I want to do maybe once a week or maybe once every other week, depending on time, is have a more laid back video just like this, where I don't really have a set or specific purpose or, talk about a specific platform. I'm going to talk about many different platforms and kind of just go wherever, go wherever I go. So you're going to see basically what I do, probably in the morning. I usually fire up my computer and then I just start jumping into some of these platforms and looking at where everything is at, making decisions on whether I should compound, withdraw, make a new deposit, et cetera, et cetera. And again, there's no real set purpose. So this will be more of a podcast format, and it'll probably run a little bit longer. Usually during the week or in a typical video, I don't really like going longer than 10 or 12 minutes, right? But because of that, I have to do multiple, updates because I'm in a couple of different platforms. There is a lot of information. So with this, I'll try to cover everything more laid back. I do have questions that people ask me, via Telegram that I'll cover in this video or, these type of videos. I'll do the best that I can. Any other, questions or any other things that you need clarity on or specifics on, hit me up on Telegram or post it underneath here. Then I'll cover it either on my next, quote unquote podcast format video, or if I'm going to do, if there's going to be a lot of time in between, I'll just cover it on my next update video. So that being said, let's jump into a couple of these different things. Of course, obviously I look at coin market cap. I don't try to look at this more than, I try to look at it like maybe once a day, maybe twice a day, but I'm not constantly on coin market cap looking at things because, it's like watching paint dry, right? There's really, once you see kind of where everything's at, you don't really need to go and look every single hour because it doesn't really change that drastically, right? So typically like once a day, I'll come and take a look. As you can see here, Bitcoin is up 5.9%, still not where it was above 19K, but it's still higher than it was a month ago, right? So, it had a little bit of a dip and now it's might be on its way back up. So we'll see what happens here. Ethereum up 7%. Again, same thing like Bitcoin. It's definitely lower where it was a couple of days ago, but it's definitely higher than where it was, a month ago. So Ethereum looking good. So I'm holding actually quite a bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So really happy to see that. XRP just doing its thing. Cardano's looking really good. Let's look at what TRX is doing. TRX is doing really good, 6.78%. And yeah, looks like the whole market as a whole looks like it's coming back up. I'll probably do another video where I talk about different altcoins that I have or that I'm holding. See here, waves. I'm actually holding a nice bag of waves. That's up. And another coin that I'm holding that I don't really talk about that I got into way back when, because a buddy of mine told me about it like 2 years ago or something like that, is, where is it here? Here it is, Raven coin. The Raven coin's up 8.65%. So then that's looking pretty good also. So anyway, I'll do another video talking about that. But again, I come in here probably like once a day, twice a day at max, and just take a quick look at how the market is doing. So that being said, guys, let's talk about, let me refresh this. Let's talk about UME. You can see here there's $9.1 million staked on UME.finance. Some of these pools here are going to be coming to an end in the next day and a half. So like this right here, like you can see when it's going to end the date, and the time, okay? So this one here is probably going to end in another day and a half, 2 days, something like that. Yeah, like day and a half. I'm in this one here. I have 112,000 TRX, and obviously I'm matching that with USDT. I looked at how much I have actually in UME.finance. It's like approximately $75,000 that I have in UME.finance with different coins that I'm staking in these farms. Sun TRX, I'm in this one as well. As you can see here, I have 434,351 TRX, and what is that, 1,344 Sun. This one's going to be coming to an end also. This one is, as you guys know, the API does drop throughout the course of time. The more people that are jumping into these pools and the more time that passes, the API does drop. So that's why it's beneficial that you jump in at the beginning. When a pool just starts, you jump in at the beginning, and then you kind of ride it out. And then once it ends, you can unstake your LP tokens. You unstake your LP tokens, and then you just restake those very same LP tokens in the same pool. Because every time a pool ends, they start a brand new pool with the same, the same pair, right? If you want to unstake and remove your liquidity, you could do that as well. Very easy to do that. All you do is I wouldn't recommend you doing it, but of course, do what you want to do. You would unstake, right? And then what you do is you take your LP tokens, you head on over to USwap, go to liquidity. And then here you would have, if you unstake, right? Like if you have your LP token staked, you're not going to see it here. At least I don't see mine, right? But once you unstake your LP tokens, you can actually see them here. Then you can actually go to remove. Okay, so I don't really have anything here, but you would see your data right here. You would click on remove, and then once you click on remove your liquidity, your tokens go back to your TronLink wallet or whatever wallet you're using, right? TronLink is the wallet that's most recommended. But yeah, you see here. This one here I have quite a bit. The WBTT UME pool that's doing 1369% APY, right? Got 118 UME in here, and what is that? 41.2 million WBTT, wrapped BTT. I'm not in this one here. TRX, I'm in this one here. I have 25 UME, 93,800 TRX is the liquidity that I'm providing. The safer pools obviously provide less APY, right? Now, again, you got to look at which pool makes sense for you. Just because it's giving you the biggest APY doesn't mean it's the best pool for you, right? Like, for example, if you're looking for just straight up safety, then you might want to go into some of these other pools like TRX USDT, right? Like TRX USDT, this is a pretty safe pool. Not anything, again, just like I always say in all my videos, anything you do in crypto is going to be risky, right? But if you want to compare these different pools, this would be probably one of the safer pools because, regardless of what Eclipse City does, regardless of what UME does, if UME tanks in price, right, TRX ain't going to be affected by that, right? It's totally independent. The price of TRX is independent from UME, and the USDT is pretty much stable. So this is just like if you were holding TRX and USDT in your wallet anyway, you might as well stake it here because at least you could earn UME to the tune of 578%. Now, again, the lower the risk, the lower the APY, right? The higher the risk, the higher the APY. Like, for example, this one here I'm in, this is giving you 1,369, 1,369% APY. You might say, well, I'm going to get in that one. That's the highest one. It's also one of the riskier ones because wrapped BTT or WBTT, I mean, what that can tank right pretty fast, right? I don't even know what the price of wrapped BTT is right now. I haven't even checked, but I mean, the price of wrapped BTT can tank easily compared to, you look at something like USDT, which isn't going anywhere, right? It's like a stable coin, and then TRX isn't, not going to tank, because I don't think. Wrapped BTT can, right? Same thing with like this one, the Hobie token can tank as well, right? That's why it's giving you a higher APY. right? This one gives you a lesser APY because it's a little bit more safer, right? TRX and UME, like UME has been pretty stable. It's holding above $100 per coin. And TRX, TRX is going to do what TRX does, right? I'm in this one here. I have 93,000 TRX, 25 UME. This one here is going to end. When is this one going to end? December 1st, 7 a.m. So we still have a little bit of time. Not really, like maybe 2 days, 3 days, something like that. This is probably another safer pool, right? Because all you're doing is taking your UME. You're not even providing liquidity or pairing it with another coin. You're simply just putting your UME into this pool, and you get 605% APY, right? This is a great pool for people who maybe they don't have funds to get into some of these other pools. Because let's say you have UME that you're farming and you want to jump into, let's say, this pool right here, the UME Clever pool. Well, you need to match the amount of UME you have with Clever. So you might not have those funds. So instead of jumping into this pool, you simply just stack your UME in here, or stake them rather, and you get you can make more UME on your UME, right? Does that make sense? Clever right here, this one's doing pretty good because again, Clever is a higher risk coin, right? I'm not in that pool. Sun UME, I'm in this one here. I have 432 Sun, 38 UME. This one's doing pretty well, 1,300%. And I think some of these other ones I'm not in. Let's see. Yeah, I think I was in some of these, but I got out. Here's the Ethereum, right? The Ethereum on Tron. So yeah, if you want to study these stats on your screen, you can. Or if you just want to simply get to the meat and potatoes and you want to say, all I want to know is the APY and how much I have to claim, you can simply go to USwap. You go to staking UME. Now here's all the active pools. You can see what the ended pools are. You can see any pools that are coming up. And here's your pools. You click on my. These are the ones that I'm in. It shows the APY. Again, these APYs do change. And I have about 6 UME right here, 1.7 UME, 0.8, 4.14. What is that? That's like 6, 10, 11, almost 13 UME, right? Almost 13 UME. So what I do is I typically, once in the morning and once in the evening, I'll come in here, I'll claim my UME, and then I'll compound it into, one of the pools that I'm in, right? And again, if you're going to compound it into one of the pools and you're going to buy a coin or try to get some other coins, do not use USwap. There's not enough liquidity yet on USwap, so you're going to probably get killed on slippage, right? On the whatchamacallit. Let me give you an example. Let's say I wanted to get WBTT, right? So let's say I have 10,000 TRX. Look at this, 10,000 TRX, and I wanted to get 92,000 BTT. If I wanted to jump back into the pool, I would get killed on the slippage, right? It's 89.73% price impact. So I'm going to lose a big chunk of my funds if I use USwap right now for this transaction because there's no liquidity yet. We're providing liquidity. We're building up liquidity. But what I do is I go to JustSwap. Okay, you go to JustSwap, do your transactions there, get it in your wallet. Then you come in here, and then what you do is when you come in here, you can click on liquidity, add liquidity. Do what you got to do here, get your LP tokens, go back to UME Finance, and then jump into one of these pools, right? So it's once you do it a couple of times, you get the hang of it. But again, that's all it is really. Now again, once we build up the liquidity here, right? All the different community members in Eclipse City, they're providing liquidity. There's going to come a point, not now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but hopefully sometime in 2021 where we have the liquidity where the price impact won't be so high, and then people can come to USwap and use this DEX just like they would Uniswap, or just like they would JustSwap. Once they do that, it's going to be happy days for those of us that are providing liquidity, because again, not only are we able to farm UME, when we provide liquidity, but we're going to get a piece of the fee. Once people start going on this and using it like Uniswap or JustSwap, again, no guarantee that that's going to happen. I'm going to be clear, right? But that's the plan, right? Once people start doing that and they're using this DEX, we're going to get a fee of every pool that we're providing liquidity for. So that can be another stream of passive income, right? In the meanwhile, we're stacking UME. Now, again, you can stack your UME, you can sell it. Obviously, UME is doing, what's UME doing? UME is $110, right? You can sell your UME if you want. You can hold it, right? A lot of people are holding it, which is why the price is stabilizing, because they're holding it because they know that EFT is coming mid-December. And when that happens, you need UME to farm EFT, right? EFT is going to be that, the price of EFT is going to be, I mean, again, I can't guarantee anything, purely speculation, only opinion. Don't, no guarantees, right? But the price of EFT is going to be pretty nice. Reason why is because it's a low supply, right? 75,000 EFT. That's it, only 75,000 compared to UME, which is 23 million supply, right? I mean, think about it. Think about what EFT can be, and obviously on top of the price, when you hold EFT, you can vote on things in the community, right? What projects to get into, what platforms to come out with, what to do. I mean, you're going to have a voice, and you're going to have, voting rights, so to speak, with the community. So that's going to be another cool thing. And some of you guys say, well, I don't really care about that. That's fine. I mean, I do, because I have, well over 100,000 invested into this thing. Like just on TronChain, in TronChain, I have, what do I have in TronChain here? Let me see. TronChain, I have one of my accounts that I put a deposit of 900,000. I have another one with 300, another one with 300, another one with 100,000. So what is that? 1.6, right? Yeah, I don't need a calculator for that, right? 1.6. So 1.6. 1.6 Tron. What is that? Of course, this is in today's dollars, right? But that's $48,000. Plus, I have like 75,000 in UME.finance. So what is that? 48. Let's just, for easy math, let's just say 50,000 in TronChain plus 75,000 in UME.finance. So I have $125,000. I want to vote, right? I want to say on something. If there's something that I don't agree with, I want to be able to say, have a say. Of course, I'm not going to say, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but at least I'll have a vote, right? And then whoever has EFT tokens or whatever, their vote gets counted, and then we can kind of, go where we want to go. So, I mean, if I wasn't really heavy into this, I wouldn't really care about voting, and I would just really care about the price of EFT. But because I think that, because I have funds into this thing, and I feel like I'm going to probably put more, because it's not like I'm going to stop putting into UME Finance, and it's not like I'm going to stop putting into TronChain. I do want to have somewhat of a say, right? At least, I want my voice to be heard at least. Yeah, so that's that. That's what's going on with EFT. So that's going to be launching in mid-December. All right. Yeah, that's what's going on. TronChain. Take a look at TronChain. 26.4 million in the contract. Killing it, man. These guys are just killing it. Here's one of my accounts right here. This one I have a 900,000 TRX deposit. I've already withdrawn out 1.6. I still have 1.1 to go. So this, because I have 900,000 TRX in here, 1% of that is 9,000 TRX. That's my passive from the 1%. I already have, I did a withdrawal this morning from this, like 35,000, like 35,000 TRX. And then another 58. So, like pretty much what is that, like 90,000 TRX, 90,000. It's only on, it's not even 24 hours. Let's see here. Let's see what we've earned so far in TronChain. So this one here, I put in 1.3. I've already withdrawn out 2.9. So let's take a look at this 2.9. This is what I do every morning, guys. I kind of just go in here, look at stuff, then make decisions on what I'm going to do. Or, you know, put a strategy together on if I'm going to compound or make a new deposit. That's what I've received so far. If I go to this account right here, this one here, I have a 300,000 TRX deposit. I've drawn out 500,000. Still got 355,000 to go. I got 40,000 TRX to withdraw. But this is the number I want, 1.8. 1817269. One second, guys. Okay. That's 4.758. Let me go here to this one here. This one here, I have 100,000 TRX deposit. This one's about to end soon, so I'm gonna have to go back in. I'll probably put a 300,000 TRX deposit in this one and grow it. I have 215,000 that I've withdrawn out of this one. That's 215, and then I'm not even gonna go into my mobile account. Just with these three, I've done 2 million TRX. So what is that? 2 million. $2,032. Okay. Let's hoping it will work. Let me see. 203. 2032572. 2032572. Yeah, so 2,570,000. That's 62,000 that I've withdrawn out. Okay. 2032. Did I do that right? $2.9 million. Well, that can't be right. I did it wrong. Hold on. 1 second. So 2.9, 2,941,343 plus 1817 plus 215,303. Yeah, there it is. 4.9. Let me do this. 4.9. Here. $4,973,915. All right. That's I was wondering, that number definitely looked off. It's 151,000 that I've withdrawn out of TronChain. So yeah, that makes more sense. So anyway, yeah, this thing is growing. There's 400,000 members. Our team is continuing to grow, just phenomenal. We have some leaders on our team that are doing crazy, insane numbers. I got a guy in our team who's probably doing $2,000 plus a day just from TronChain. Probably more than that. Last time I spoke to him, it was probably that number. And that's not counting what he's making on UME. He's probably making a shitload of money on UME. So, I mean, he's, it's not just me. We have people on our team that are doing extremely well. But yeah, TronChain is just doing its thing, guys. It is doing its thing, and I'm definitely going to be upgrading on some of these accounts. This one here, I still have a ways to go. Here. But yeah, I'm probably going to triple down on some of these accounts as soon as they hit their 310%. But yeah, TronChain, UME, just killing it right now. And again, just getting started. They're actually launching crypto debit cards this week. They're launching a brand new video game. The video game that they have right now can only be played on your computer, on your desktop, and you can win TRX and play with TRX. They have a mobile game coming out. I don't think it's going to be a role-playing game like Aiden's Fall. I think this game is going to be more of a battle thing where you can fight other people or something like that. But you can buy weapons and increase your strength and all that other stuff. I think you need UME and EFT to do that. So that's going to be pretty powerful. And then they're going to come out with a lending site in 2021, sometime, maybe the first quarter or the second quarter. I'm not really in a rush to see that come out. I mean, we have a lot to play with right now. But yeah, they're coming out with a bunch of stuff, guys. So yeah, you ain't in TronChain or UME. I don't know. You're missing the boat. Axion, take a quick look at Axion. What is Axion doing right now? Refresh this right here. All right, Axion's down 13.5%, but that's fine. I mean, unless you're trading it or unless you're looking to jump in, jump out, then you're probably going to be more concerned about the price. Me, I'm not really worried about the price because I think this is something that the price will increase over the next 6, 12, 18 months. And all I'm doing right now is staking it so that I can get more Axion. In other words, make more Axion on the Axion that I have. So I'm staking this. Let me see here. Here's my stakes. I have like 100 million plus staked, more than 100 million. So there's 20 million, 20 million, 20 million, 20 million, another 20 million. Some of these other smaller stakes are from the auction. So when you go into the auction, when the auction ends, it gets auto staked for 14 days. Okay. Some of these other stakes, the bigger ones, are 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day stakes. I'm thinking about putting in, a longer one, like a 6-month stake, maybe a year. If I do a year, I'll catch one of these big paydays. But I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around how much interest I'm actually making on these stakes. And again, it's going to differ. It's going to vary because there's different variables. But yeah, once I kind of wrap my head around it, because my goal here is to create like a monthly passive income. Here's the auction right here. We had a big day yesterday. 13.7 billion Axion was up for grabs. You can see there's 2,133 ETH that went in. Next big one is going to be right here, 9.3 billion Axion. So once a week they do these big pools. But yeah, all I'm doing right now is staking Axion for more Axion. I'm probably going to do another 20 million stake here. Just got to figure out how long I want to do it for. Yeah, that's what's going on. Hex is doing really well. Let me see, what's Hex doing? I mean, it's down from where it was, of course, but at least it's 28% up from yesterday. So yeah, we have a couple of stakes ending. We have stakes in different wallets. There's a couple of stakes. I have another couple of stakes here in this wallet. That I have my stakes spread out over like 3 or 4 different wallets. You might say, well, why do you do that? Because I'm just paranoid, right? I'm just paranoid. If I get one of my wallets hacked, I don't want to have everything in there. I want to have it kind of spread out. So I do that with everything, right? But yeah, Hex is doing really, really well so far. All right. Let's talk about, let me see, what else? Talk about Wise. Wise has 24,000 ETH. Let's see here, reservations. Where did we finish yesterday? All right, so yesterday was a random day, as you can see. The last 2 days were random days. it wasn't, you know, as far as like the range, you know, it wasn't a red day, it was an orange day. So you know, it wasn't that big of a range, right? It was like 4 million to 6 million, I think. But the day before yesterday was just under 5 million Ys, 851 ETH. Yesterday was a good day to go in because there was more Ys. Typically on a fixed day, we'll get 5 million Ys in the that specific day, 894. This might be a good day. I think as we get closer to the holidays, people are going to take their eye off this because, you know, holidays, and it might be good opportunities to snipe in and jump into a low ETH day. But yeah, this is going to go by fast, guys, because as the holidays approach, you know, people are distracted, time goes quick, and before you know it, we're going to be at the end of this thing, and we're going to be on day 51. And yeah, we're going to be able to get our Ys, and then we can start staking. So my goal with Ys is to create a monthly income. This one here, I feel, you know, I definitely feel way confident with this. So this one I'll definitely be putting in longer stakes. You know, I'll probably put in a year stake. I'll have stakes for a year, stakes for 2 years, stakes for 3 years. I don't think I'm going to go any longer than that, though. You know, a lot can happen in 3 years. I can be dead in 3 years. Like anything can happen in 3 years. So, you know, 3 years is probably the longest I'm going to go. Then I'll have a few short-term stakes, like 6-month stakes and things like that. But yeah, super excited about Ys. Right now, I believe we're already at 6x. Those of us that got in before the pre-sale started. And again, we're at the very beginning. Again, we're not even done with the pre-sale. This thing doesn't even start really until January 1st, 2021. So yeah, get you some Ys, guys. I'll leave a link underneath this video if you want to check that out. Use my link, use someone's link. That way you get a 10% bonus on the reservation, right? Mind Capital. Someone asked me about MineCap, so I pulled it up. Again, if you see the payouts are pretty low. I mean, I'm not really going to go into it too much, but payouts are definitely lower than what they were before. I got busted before for talking about Mind Capital because apparently they have a new rule that, you know, they don't want you talking about the percentages and showing your back office and blah blah blah. They actually suspended my account. I actually got back my account because I deleted like 12 or 15 videos that I had on Mind Capital, so I straight up deleted them, got my account back. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's really not a ton going on with it right now. And the payouts are definitely lower, so we'll see what happens. Let's see, Cubit Tech, and I'll kind of call it after Cubit Tech. But yeah, Cubit Tech is doing its thing. As you can see, the payouts are nice, 1.01%. Yesterday was 0.96%. Today, we're going to get 0.84%, guys. So definitely can't complain. You know, the thing with this is when you deposit in crypto, it does get transferred over to USDT. So if crypto goes up, the way you got to look at it is two ways, right? If crypto goes up, you're not going to be able to ride those gains. You're not going to be able to make those gains because, again, it gets transferred over to USDT. However, if there's a correction in the market and crypto goes down, you're not going to lose either, right? So it's a double, you know, it's you know, two sides of a coin, right? I mean, on one hand, you're not going to be able to ride the gains, but on the other hand, you're not going to lose either, right? If crypto goes through a correction and it tanks like it did a couple of days ago, right? So yeah, I mean that's, you know, that's the only thing. But other than that, I'm excited about this platform. I mean, we've made good profits, and you know, again, you're going to earn 250% on your digital license. So essentially, you earn your initial back plus 150% pure profit, and then there's a network marketing component to it. If you're a team builder, that's very lucrative. Now, again, you don't have to get involved with that, but it's there if you want to build it, right? You want to just be passive. This is a platform that you can get into, and again, multiply your crypto. So this has a huge following offline. I like getting into platforms that have a huge following offline because typically they're a little bit more stable, and this does have a team behind it. So again, I've done a ton of videos on Cubit Tech. Go check out some of those videos. But yeah, if you want to check this out, I'll leave a link underneath this video. The only thing is you do need to have a VPN if you're in the US or Canada. Okay, if you're not in the US or Canada, you're good to go. But if you're in the US or Canada, you do need to have a VPN. All right. Lots of VPNs in the market. There's paid VPNs. If you want to just download the Opera browser, this comes with a free VPN. You see this right here, this blue button? You can click that and toggle your VPN off and on, but it comes with a free VPN if you want to, just get one for free. Otherwise, you can pay like $25 a month or $30 a month or $50 a month for a VPN. But this free VPN on the Opera browser works just fine. So that's pretty much about it, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. So again, this has been more of like a podcast type of video where I kind of don't have a specific thing. I'm not trying to rush through the video and get it over in 10 minutes. I kind of just go over lots of different stuff and basically go wherever the video takes me. But as you can see here, lots of these platforms are doing really, really well. It's risky, guys. I want to be very clear. It's risky stuff. That's why I only put in what you can afford to lose. And as much as possible, withdraw out your seed capital so you're just playing with profit. Okay, if you're just playing with profit, you're good to go because you've pulled out what you put in, right? But yeah, you got to be in it to win it. As I always say, scared money don't make money. And for me, I don't mind taking a risk if the reward is there. But that's just me. That's, might not be everybody. So anyway, that's pretty much about it. It's Saturday afternoon. My wife has been texting me to come out of my office. She wants to go out. So I'm going to pretty much cut it short at this point. And I will catch you on the next video. Make sure you follow me on Telegram. I'll leave a link for that down below in the description box. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit subscribe. Also, jump onto our newsletter, guys. I know I haven't really sent out an email in quite a bit, only because I've been super busy. But that's something that I'm going to be utilizing and moving forward. So make sure you're subscribed to our email and you whitelist our email so it doesn't go into your spam box. So other than that, guys, man, lots of good stuff happening. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. If you're going to watch the fight tonight, hopefully you have your guy win. Tyson and who's Tyson fighting tonight? Tyson and Roy Jones. So we're gonna end up going out and watching that probably over at my brother's house. But yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, Tyson's gonna be I think first time in 15 years he's stepping into the ring to compete. I don't know. Usually at that age, it's gonna be tough. But definitely was a huge fan of his growing up. So definitely be plugged in. I'm gonna be watching that. So other than that, guys, hopefully you guys are making gains, and I will talk to you on the next video. Peace.